Hey guys, can everyone hear me? I always like to do a sound check. So someone can just raise their hand. That would be completely awesome. All right, perfect. We are good to go. So just want to introduce myself. My name is Rachel Feldman, if you don't know me. Um, I'm a health coach. I am a mom. I am here to talk to you not only about the Summer Done For You programs, but also about how to build yourself a killer sales funnel. Not only offline, but online, because it is exactly how we need to, um, build our business for sustainability. I think often we think online program. And the truth is, and a lot of people don't talk about this, is that for me especially, my sustainability of my business was really built by having my offline business as the foundation first. And so I really want to talk tonight about how you build this sales funnel, both online and offline. So what we're going to do is actually go side by side, because I want to jump on actually Safari and some Google midway through, so I can show you the Done For You program. So just bear with me. I love to kind of jump around. If people don't know me, then you'll get to know me tonight. So I am a health coach. I'm a wellness advocate. And most of you who are listening, you're wellness advocates too. Just a little about me is that I did attend a school, like many of you, called the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. I then after went to a few different detoxification schools, because I realized, similar to you, that one, our healthcare system is broken. Two, that the food on our plate is not the same as it was even 50 years ago. Three, one of my favorite statistics is that we have 600% more cars on the road than we did in 1950. So why am I seeing more kids in my practice with autoimmune? Why am I seeing more kids in my practice with digestive issues that are ending them up in the hospital, the ER? Why do we have more anaphylactic peanut allergies and ADD and ADHD and infertility? Well, it's because we have toxicity. So it led me to 3 different schools for detoxification, regeneration, because I realized for my own autoimmune and health issues that I wanted to learn, what does this really mean to not chase after symptoms? And for me, at the root of it, and thank God for that first functional medicine doctor, I needed to do an elimination program. I needed to detoxify my body before I could even focus on what foods were right for me. Everything was inflaming me at that point. So being a wellness advocate is being an educator and empowering other people. As I said, I'm a detox specialist. And I feel like most people in this world, that is something that we want to understand, not because Madonna thinks it's cool or Gwyneth Paltrow. I thank Alejandro Younger so much for the Clean program, and have interviewed Drew Pruitt, who is one of the co-founders, because he brought it mainstream. So did Mark Hyman. So does Frank Lipman. This is why JJ Virgin, Donna Gates, Mark Hyman, Frank Lipman, they all, in their sales funnel, they all have, detoxes. Josh Axe, they all have detoxes, because this is at the core foundation of cleansing. We have to get rid of the toxin burden for the metabolism to work. So, even if your niche, even if your avatar, and we're going to talk about this, nailing and understanding your niche, even if they don't understand that word, us, as the health coach, have to understand at the foundation of our business, somebody can't come to us and lose weight if they're toxic. Weight is just, weight gain is inflammation. Whether the metabolism isn't working, whether there's insulin resistance, whether there's gut imbalances. So that's what I realized. Wanted to stop chasing symptoms. When I say I'm a business strategist, I didn't go to school for business strategy. I'm pretty much a solo entrepreneur. built things from the ground up. I don't have this 7-step strategy to make 8 figures, although I see those emails pop into my inbox often. I help people to learn what you should focus on and what you shouldn't focus on. And for some people, that's easy, and for some people, it's not. I learned a lot the hard way, made a lot of mistakes, a crap load of them, and I try to help people learn what not to do. The biggest thing that I advocate, and many people know this, is to get into the do mode. I was a perfectionist. I still am in recovery. And so I try to tell people, great thing about done for you programs is they get you into the do mode if you allow them to. So that's what we're also going to talk about tonight, getting into the do mode of your sales funnel, which is why I hope you brought your whiteboard, or at least scraps of paper that you can write on. I'm a proud mama. My 2 babies are definitely my inspiration to reverse what I believe is this epidemic in this world of sickness, which is sad, but they inspire me to support other health coaches and myself and my clients. I'm not just a person who creates done-for-you programs. I have clients who I work with all over the world, which I'm very lucky to do that. And I love my clients. I would never give them up, and they're very important to me, and it's why I got into this business. And I am a 6-figure business owner, and I want to say this. That didn't start that way. In the beginning, I made $12,796 my first year. My second year, after writing tons and tons of plans, creating shopping lists, sending everyone to Alana's Pantry and Josh Axe and all these different places for recipes, and, writing session notes, I realized, and handing out handouts, the brown rice handout and glorious greens, my clients, wanted a system. And this was really about 3.5, 4 years ago. And it was at the time where Whole Living was coming out with a 21-day program, detoxes, everything. And I realized people want a program. They want a step-by-step system. Even if I was customizing and personalizing that system, they wanted a system. The 2 50-minute sign up with me just wasn't working to land a monthly client or a 2-month or 3, 6, or 12. They needed to know that they were getting more than just a few handouts from me. So I started to realize that building my sales funnel had to be more than just saying, you're coming to me for 2 50-minute sessions and you're getting email support in between. So, the cool thing is that, it is possible to build your sales funnel, but it does take work. And there is a system, even though I say I don't have this 7-point system. I'm looking over at my whiteboard, and there is a clear system that you have to follow, because you have to get people to sign up for an opt-in to get them to sign up for your list, because who are you going to promote your programs or your offerings or strategy sessions to? You actually have to start blogging and creating, content so people start to trust you. You want to start having that trust so people sign up for health histories. We're going to talk about this more as we go on tonight in this phone call. So let's actually make you money. We're going to talk tonight about building that perfect sales funnel in 5 simple steps, nailing down your niche and how to test it in the market, and how to use your story to build your brand. I think people forget about this one all the time. They focus so much on this fancy, beautiful website, and they forget to focus on your story. So what really works? Let's be honest. Knowing your niche, having a clear sales funnel. And even if you're new in business, or you've just come out of school, or maybe you graduated a while back and you haven't done anything with your certificate, that's fine. Maybe you've gone to many schools and you're still stuck. You're just stuck, and you're like, man, this is my 10th webinar I've been on, and everyone's talking the same game. It's fine. Maybe something will click tonight and you'll do it different, which is why we're making this interactive. Having a clear system for your clients is what took my business to a different level. So somebody knew, oh, wow, I'm coming to you and you're going to put me on, a cleanse, and I'm going to go step by step with you and you're going to personalize it. all of a sudden the game changed for me. I got visibility through having online programs. I'm not a great online program person, although I sell done-for-you programs to coaches. I love having those online programs to get me visibility, because people will call and say, oh, I see you have a detox. And I say, you know what, let's talk about that. And I realized that person actually needs one-on-one coaching. So I personalize that detox. Every one of my one-on-one clients gets a version of that detox. And I also do an online, detox program. And some of those are gifted, and some of those are people that do join my detox. It's not my big, huge focus, but I do, get a good number of people in there. Also, exposure through your story becomes your brand. It also is what creates that avatar. We're going to actually talk about what is your niche. So many people always think, why am I building my sales funnel? Why am I actually sitting there and, and looking at these programs that you're talking about, Rachel? And the truth is that many of you sitting on the phone tonight, it's not that you're lacking passion. That's not, it's not that you're lacking knowledge. Many of you have lived this truth for many years. You've lived health. It's that you're in a time crunch. So you just don't have that time to sit down and write an entire program from scratch. I know for myself, I paid out my designer for one of the programs. I paid out $1,400, and that was even excluding the ebooks, which come with the Rockstar and the Paleo and Revitalize. So many of us just don't have the time to be even in our own day-to-day practice. If you're sitting there and you are getting those health histories and you are doing strategy sessions, you don't have time in your day. I know I was saying the other day, had back-to-back clients, and I sat there and thought, what am I going to do for session notes? And it was very clear to me. Well, I was going to send a food diary. I was going to send, suggested meal plan from the detox. I was going to send detox tooltips. I was going to pull from another program in the Revitalize, handouts for snacks. And I started to pull the very programs all together for her session notes, and then personalized it based on what is going on with my client. So that is why in our sales funnel, we always have to think about not only our online programs, but we also have to think of our offline, and especially if you're taking it up a notch and thinking about your passive income, which could be your done-for-you, which could be your do-it-yourself programs. This is where you really start to be making your money and thinking about your multiple streams of income. Because as health coaches, we have those down times in the year where we really need to be making sure that we have multiple streams. And when I say multiple, that doesn't mean that you're going out and joining, every multi-level company to get these multiple streams of income. You want to have with your sales funnel a cohesiveness. Your online programs can match your one-on-one. And somebody's asking, what do I charge my one-on-one clients for a detox? I charge them actually, I don't necessarily charge them for the detox because I'm charging them for my monthly fee or a single session if they're what I call an easy peasy client. Easy peasy means that there's not many different issues, different layers that we have to pull back. They just need a personalized detox. It's not going to take a terrible amount of time. We're going to do a session. This is where I want you to think outside the box about how done-for-you programs work. Often we see done-for-you programs, we only think online. It's actually the opposite. This is how you build your sales funnel. So when somebody comes to you, in your back pocket, you have every program that you need so that you can really work in a gym, in a spa, in a doctor's office. You can work with the bio-individuality of your clients. And not that you're working with every different kind of person. I did that in the beginning of my career, and it took me in places where I wasn't comfortable, places where I wasn't great at. The programs that I have today, they all focus, and we're going to talk about my own sales funnel, they all focus on allergy elimination, digestion, cleansing, detox, autoimmune, going grain-free, paleo, seem to be clean eating, they seem to, and also de-stressing, they seem to match my own story. So when we're in a time crunch, with most of us are as health coaches, this is maybe not our only gig. And if it is, we're seeing people back to back. If it's not our only gig, we are, at another job. We're trying to come home and see clients at night. We're juggling family, kids, everything. Done for you programs just come in and they save the day. They allow us to kind of put the cape on and say, okay, I have a step-by-step system to give to my clients so that in my one-on-one coaching, I don't feel like I'm scrambling through handouts, sending recipes. My client feels secure and safe with a program, and I know exactly what to give them. So why done for you programs? You don't have the time. You don't have the thousands to spend designing. You want to offer multiple programs, even if you don't feature them on your site. This is a biggie. Do not confuse, and I actually I say this every season, and it takes money sometimes to detox our sites, but really, and as we change our niche and our branding and who we are, really think about, what do you want to offer on your site? Just because you're offering something in your practice, like I offer weight loss programs in my practice all the time. It's not necessarily what you see on my site. It should be, because everyone seems to come to me for them. But the very programs that you're offering when somebody calls you for a strategy session don't necessarily have to be on your site. If somebody can't see my screen, yes, you should be able to. You may want to just try to log in with a different browser, or just open with a different browser. But you want to create a system for your client. I know this sounds crazy, and I say this over and over, but our economy is really bad. It doesn't mean that people aren't going to spend money with you, because when the economy is really bad, people either tend to overeat, they stress eat, they feel like crap. I know when we lost everything, and we didn't have money in the stock market, but our business was related to that of the stock market doing well. And when we lost everything, we owned our house outright. And it's, been a stressful last 5 years. My husband's business did not recover back, and it was up to me to make it happen. And in that time, my self-care was not the greatest. That's what happens to people. I had to really take a look and say, okay, how can I step back into my self-care and take care of myself? I had to go out and get a coach. I had to go out and make sure I was going to acupuncture. These are people who want us, but we often, just like myself, need programs. Okay, what am I going to eat? Tell me what to eat. So instead of us writing these plans, which often take an hour, you can, boom, you have shopping lists, you have suggested meal plans, you have everything set. Doesn't mean you have to launch the whole program. You can email them to your clients, everything. This is where you're able to take on, that 1, 3, 6 month client. And again, these can be online or offline. One of my favorite coaches, Sarah Sullivan, if you actually see her programs, she's a 14-day cleanse. She's a single session, and then she has a 6-week program that's like a combination program. And I always say to people, here's your 14-day cleanse when you're thinking of your sales funnel. So if we think, okay, opt-in freebie that Sarah has, which she does. She has like a cool opt-in freebie. Then you think, great, list building. I've opted into Sarah's, cool site. I'm falling in love with Sarah. I'm getting emails. Then, maybe you're doing a health history. You're working with me. You want to find out about her. So see right here, she's got this cool opt-in freebie. Then what's her gateway program? You're going to do a 14-day cleanse. That would actually be the basic or the rock star. That could also be the paleo program, the brand new paleo program, which is amazing. It could also be the 14-day weight loss in Revitalize, because in Revitalize, you get 2 programs. You get a 14-day weight loss, and you also get a 28-day program. But if you back up, this 14-day cleanse or the paleo program could be right there, your single session, And then this 6-week program could actually be the 14-day weight loss plus the 28-day, making it a 6-week program, your specialized program. Those are her programs. Her programs are visible online. It's the same thing if you work with her. Her online programs match working with her one-on-one. Does everyone get that? I want that to be crystal clear before we even move on. It's so important with the sales funnel to understand this, because I don't think a lot of people get this, and they don't get how everything should marry itself cohesively. When people call me, they ask me, can you tell me about your 28-day program? Can you tell me about your 60-day? Yes, I will repeat this. With the programs that we offer at detox.rachelswellness.com, when you have a gateway program, your sales funnel, and we're going to get to it in the next slide, your sales funnel, you have an opt-in freebie. People opt in, they're going to get to know you. Here is Sarah's gateway program, a 14-day cleanse. That could be the basic detox. That could be the basic rock star. These are just options for the detox. Or that could be the brand new paleo program that we're offering. If you go right now to, let me just pull this up for you. If you go right now to detox, if you go right now to detox.rachelswellness.com, you can pull up the exact programs right now. And then you can actually look with me while we're going through this. So I will actually, if you go, like I said, to detox.rachelswellness, and then you can look at the programs while we're doing it. So as you see right here, a 14-day, that could be the basic or the basic or rockstar that you buy, or the paleo program. She offers a single session. Her next, which is Skinny Little Secrets, is a 6-week program. If you bought Revitalize, an extra L. If you bought Revitalize, that could be in Revitalize, you get 2 programs. You get a 2-week weight loss program and a 28-day Whole Foods program, which has 4 ebooks, 4 weeks of shopping lists and meal plans. One's vegetarian, one's omnivore. The weight loss is vegan. You get 2 weeks of vegan or 2 weeks of omnivore, which is really amazing, because I haven't seen many plans that offer that for coaches. So whichever appeals to you and your clients, again, we go back to that bio-individuality. So when you're really nailing down your niche, what are the steps that you need to take? Defining your niche is determining the groups of people you like to serve. And what is that wake-up problem? So tonight, I want you to actually think about, what is that wake-up problem that they have? So when you buy a done-for-you program, it's not that it has to be detox. It could be, I gave up sugar detox. It could be, I got my mojo back. Whatever program you buy, you want to think about the niche of people that you serve. When coaches do not sell programs, it's not the program necessarily. I mean, maybe it's that it doesn't, work for them, but it's that you haven't really, nailed down specifically those keywords that are vital and essential for your niche. So for people that sell, oils and essential oils, and they're using the basic or the Rockstar doTERRA, they really want to focus more on the fact that essential oils and cleansing are such a huge part of this world, because essential oils break through that cellular barrier. So it's so important to use essential oils and how they can really improve health. That would be somebody's niche. And then to break down, what are those key words that you need to be using? For a lot of people, it's weight loss. For a lot of people, it's weight loss for the beginner. For a lot of people, it's going grain-free because, it supports digestion. Really think about, what are these key words that you need to consistently use with the people that you're working with. For me, for the longest time, I always said digestion. Nobody knew what that word was until I started to say, belly gurgling, belly bloat, constipation, farting, then people really knew exactly what that was. All right, so let's build a healthy sales funnel. So get out your whiteboard, because these are going to be your 5 key steps. Number 1, write down your opt-in freebie, your free offer. Do you have one? Is it in an MP3? Is it a YouTube video? Is it a series of YouTube videos? Do you have an opt-in that you've bought, or maybe you need to buy one of the programs? Because all the Rockstar and the Paleo programs, as well as the 28-day, they come with opt-in freebies. The Paleo and the Rockstar come with the opt-in freebies. Plus, they have follow-up email sequence, which is so important to follow up with our clients. That's how we build trust. So think about and write down at the top, what do I have? What am I offering? And what is either the name of it and who is it going out to? Also start to break it down even further. Where am I going to be posting this? Am I great on social media, or do I need to be reaching out to a local chiropractor, have a conversation with an acupuncturist, a massage therapist? What we're going to be doing in the forums this coming season, if you buy Rockstar or Paleo, it comes with something brand new called a Launch Pro Kit. This has about 10 documents as well as 2 videos that we created that takes you exactly through how to set up your social media, plan your week effectively, plan your launch, plan your blog post, so that you're really building that healthy sales funnel with cohesiveness. So think about this free offer. How are you getting this free offer out? Then how are you getting these strategy sessions? Because people are going to sign up. It's that follow up. Are you doing events? How are you getting people's emails? Taking them to your one-on-one coaching session. This could also be your gateway. So for a lot of people, myself included, this is where I insert either a detox, a cleanse. I'll be launching the Paleo program. I just need to figure out when I'm going to name it. I may, a lot of people do this to get people to that coaching session. And at the end, they do a 30-minute post, detox or post cleanse or post, insert the name of your program strategy session. So they get them to those longer. It's that conversion. Then with your group coaching, you could have group coaching. This is, the programs that I've used. I actually use the weight loss program, a version of that at the gym. I also made another version of the weight loss program for a mom's group, actually. And, for many people, they have actually taken some of the programs like the 28-day and done retreats with them. They're very, any of the programs and any of the ways that you use your programs, I want you to actually think, okay, what are my programs, and actually write it down. So write it down. What do you offer? What do you offer in your one-on-one? How many sessions do you actually offer? Do you offer a 1 month? Do you offer 3, 6? And what are you leading people to? And then do you have VIP days? For many people, VIP days will include one of the programs, and it may be, a kitchen cleanse. It may be a shopping tour. It may be a bundle of handouts, which is why the 28-day has so many different handouts, which is really great, like vegetarian proteins and healthy snacks and how to go gluten-free. You may have a bundle of handouts in combination even with some opt-in freebies, like a juice cleanse, a bunch of different things that you can package together as a really fun VIP day. And then you have your silver and gold packages. And those are like really special. These might be, including not only VIP days, but including some other really special things that you end up, just putting together, such as, maybe they're 1 to 3 days, maybe they're weekend retreats that you end up putting together. Oh, sorry. So why opt-in freebies? Opt-in freebies are so important because, this is the thing. We make the content, a person clicks. If that person likes, they remember. And why do you want that follow-up? You want that follow-up because you want them to come back to your sales funnel. So you want them to be able to see the content, visit again, but you've gotten their email. So when you have a program or an offering come up, that they can come to that and be invited. And this is exactly, of course, how you're building your sales funnel and how you're reaching out to them. If we don't have a list, we're not going to be able to reach out to people. So grab your whiteboard. As I said, make sure that you start to see, what are you putting on your site? Signature programs, what are they going to be? What are your wellness solutions for people? Is it work one-on-one? For a lot of people, this could be oils. For a lot of people, this could be, massage therapy. For whatever this is going to be, that are your 3 different programs that really exemplify each one of you. And each one of you is different. There's some of you on this phone call, pure vegans, pure raw, pure paleo, pure whatever. Each one of you is different. That's the beauty of coaches. Each one of you is different. And so you have to find what works for you, and building that sales funnel to make sure that it really works to build not only your story, but to nail down your niche is imperative. So take 5 minutes to write down your story tonight. What keywords come up for your story? Is it weight loss? Is it autoimmune? Is it digestive issues? Is it going sugar-free? Because the thing about nailing down your sales funnel is knowing your niche and your story. And your story is going to define your niche. So my funnel is a lot of my story. It's detox cleanse, weight loss, paleo and a ketogenic raw diet, and the 28-day, which is clean eating and working a lot on that emotional detoxification, putting myself first and everything. Not that the detox and cleanse doesn't focus on that, and lymphatic drainage, but that is my own story. So those are the very programs that I offer. Doesn't mean that that has to be yours, but I want to be able to offer those to my clients. And it doesn't mean that I haven't turned paleo people into raw, and raw people into, omnivore, and omnivore into vegan. I look at, food as what is fueling a person, and everyone's different. You may not be that coach, and that is totally okay. Coach the way that you feel is right. For me, that is what has worked, and that's what's worked for my clients. Make sure that you see your sales funnel right in front of your face. Opt-in freebie, social media posts with that opt-in freebie, gateway program, mid-level program, which is your one-on-one, groups online, VIP days, retreats, or live events. Building your funnel, make sure you're building your list, have your gateway program. I think having an introductory detox cleanse, family-friendly program with meal plans is so vital for so many people. Events, following up, making sure that you have a system for how you are reaching out to people who are interested in your services is key. So why should you rock out this season? I think people always ask, what is so different about this season that is, from other seasons? And one of the things that I know for me is that we always take not only the advice of coaches, but we really listen to people. We really listen to coaches and what they want. And one of the things that we made sure that we did was made it really easy for you guys to deliver. Made it really easy for your clients to also comprehend and digest the materials. So making sure that we covered, why are we detoxing? Breaking down the emotional support, covering also healthy organs, because I think that's a huge thing, understanding that it's not just that we're focusing, on the heart during the summer, but as you see, it's really broken down in a very easy to read and cohesive way. Detox support, going through each of the steps for detox, because as we know, it's not just about the food on our plate. We need to get the lymphatic system going. We also did an extended food diary. So if you're working with somebody, as you know, detox is so much about the elimination diet. We have a 14-day extended food diary so that you can give your clients a food diary and really work with them step by step. We have 2 handouts. One is called the Constipation Station handout. It's my favorite. So if you have clients, and often when somebody's adding in a lot of raw foods, and this is not all raw, this is allergy friendly. They're a combination of raw and cooked foods. These are all vegetarian based though. But for those who want to add protein, they can. You have a document that really talks about the Bristol food chart, but also how to relieve constipation, because that happens for many people when they're changing their diet, and also how to manage detox symptoms. You have the recipe guide that's always amazing, my favorite part of it. So the recipes are all brand new, and as you see, juices, smoothies, different breakfast, warm soups, raw soups, dips, salads. I mean, as you can see, there are so many different, recipes. Even just going, and I'll just even show you. We have PDFs that are ready. So for a lot of people that really get stuck, and I just want to hit home with this, a lot of people get stuck with the tech stuff. It was very easy, it was very easy for me in the beginning to get stuck in this area. I didn't know Dropbox. I think it's very important that if you're a new coach or an existing coach and you've bought before and you didn't launch, but you want to come back for the summer, or maybe you're scared to buy because this is the area that gets you concerned, focus more on marketing and promoting your program than on editing. It's fine. You can always go back and edit later and add your logo. The more that you spend on marketing your program and letting people know, you can use these PDFs. They are here for you. They're ready. Plus, there's a clean eating version of the program. So we've taken out every word that says detox. So if detox or cleanse is not your, detox is not the word that appeals to you, you can call it a clean eating version. Rockstar, you will see in your business, and this is in both, you have a 20 email sequence. You have a how-to videos, which you have 16 different tutorials that walk you step by step. PicMonkey, Animoto, sales copy with testimonials, everything. And then also, and this is what I love, all the extras. We did an Animoto video, 5 ebook covers, PowerPoints, marketing, and this is the Launch Pro Kit. So just so you see, this is how much is in the Launch Pro Kit. And the business resource guide, the editorial calendar, we have a launch timeline in Excel. I mean, it's really endless, and I will be walking people step by step through this entire process, through the whole forum, which you're in the forum for an entire season with the detox. Also, in my Dropbox. Then just so you can see paleo, you have in your paleo, this is everything from PowerPoints with scripts. You have a kickoff paleo. You have 2, and I know you can see this in the sneak peek. You have 2 PowerPoints. You have done for you business marketing tools, flyers, blog posts, 6 pre-marketing emails, banners, marketing images, a paleo collage, how-to videos, 2 master classes where I go over, everything. But, what's so nice about this as well is the same thing, is that the PDFs are here for you. I mean, they are here so that if you get stuck, you can just use these. Somebody is asking, are the recipes laid out? The recipes, I will show you actually the paleo recipes, just so you can see. They are completely beautiful when it comes to the paleo recipes. So this is exactly what you will see with the paleo recipes. They are laid out also like a 14-day at a glance. So just like the detox. And the paleo recipes are amazing. So we laid them out like that, and you can see exactly. They're amazing recipes. Love it, and so easy. So easy to implement also into your client's life. And as you see, you have a 14-day at a glance right here. Also, we do talk about cultured foods and where to buy cultured foods and how to implement a lot of those digestion foods into your client's life as well. So here is also the doTERRA upgrade. For a lot of people, we added, just to even show you this, we added, it's called the Welcome to the Mini Hip Guide, which is amazing. The hip guide is this little extra guide that your clients can get that walk them through how to use essential oils, how to add them, so that we don't make the summer guide for the detox so extensive. But we did change the at a glance and the summer guide around so that you have, different at a glance and different summer guide than you would in basic or rockstar. Someone's asking, can you use these programs in doctor's offices? I've used these programs in gyms. I've used these in a chiropractor's office. I've used these in doctor's offices. I've used these in collaboration with doctors. Doctors love working with us. Actually, one of the doctors that I go to myself, she and I did a workshop together, and it was great because she even said, I'm so sick of, these different shakes and different things that, people try to push on us as doctors, and people just want whole foods. So that's one of the things that I love about even the 28-day, because the 28-day takes somebody, through either a weight loss program or a 28-day where you have actually an omnivore recipe guide and a vegetarian program. So really within the 28-day, you have two different options, which is amazing. Plus you have ebooks. You have ebooks that are putting yourself first, committing to change, walking somebody step by step, day by day through, not only food focus, putting themselves first. And you can see that on detox.rachelswellness.com. Because when you think, and just to even go back to this, when you think about why do you want combinations of these, you want to be able to say, I want to expand my business and reach out to doctors, which is why in the 28-day you have the referral letter. You also have that in Rockstar and Paleo, because I want you want to be able to reach out to doctors, chiropractors, gyms with a referral letter. You want to also have, a letter when you are doing events, and a gift certificate for people. Like, these are all these extra materials that as coaches we need, that we always are like, oh man, a gift certificate. Like, I want to be able to do a gift certificate when I'm at an event. This is one of the coaches who really took this system and never had done a webinar, teleclass. I mean, Google Hangout is free these days. And she said, you know what, I'm going to exactly do this. Had 50 people register, ran the detox, and really built her business up. And that is the story that I see for everyone. I've had coaches who have come back and told me, I paid back my tuition. Now, that's not for everyone. One coach last season, and if you read the testimonials on the sales page, you will see that there are coaches that have sold, 30. There are coaches that have sold over 500. But I will tell you, if you download and you start to edit or use the PDFs and you say, you know what, I'm going to get the sales page up, whether it's on my IN site, Wix, Weebly, or Eventbrite. I'm going to reach out to a local gym. I'm going to do an event at my health food store. I'm going to get into action. You will have success. So, you have all these different options. Basic, Rockstar for the detox, doTERRA upgrade for anybody who is, in the oil business. This is a great thing, especially if oils are your main thing or you want to integrate oils. For me, I integrate the oils. I have people who, I send them a cute little wild orange as a gift, and they end up buying oils because they fall in love with it. I don't know who doesn't fall in love with oils. It's not my main business, but I love oils and I want to share them with people. But there are other coaches who actually make this their main business, and for people who buy this program, they actually charge that of the oils. Or there are other people that make, Asana this, or they have other products that they make, they charge that of the products, and the programs become, the irrelevant price. So the detox, one of the things I remember Christine Hughes spoke at an ION conference, and she said, everyone needs a simple cleanse or clean eating program as the foundation of their practice. And I remember, sitting there thinking, well, yeah, every functional medicine doctor has a cleanse as the foundation of their practice. And just thought that was interesting that she said that. So for a lot of coaches, if it goes against your beliefs, that's fine. But, paleo and grain free is huge right now. It's a huge trending thing, and it works for a lot of people, going back to a primal state of eating. No grains, no beans, works for many people. And so if, you're looking to switch or change your niche, or this is something that you do already, then paleo program probably is something you really want to consider. The paleo program focuses a lot on digestive health, shifting the mindset, going back to that primal state where we're really honoring self. Talks a lot about de-stressing as well, and it's really a beautiful program, and has so many business builders as well. Why revitalize? Well, you get 2 programs. You're building your sales funnel. I've created so many sub programs from this. You get blogs, you get the weight loss program, and a lot of people, we have clients that don't necessarily want to cleanse, but they need that weight loss program. So it has a lot of those same modalities in there, but I've run this program. I run it constantly in my one-on-one practice. I will do a combination in my one-on-one practice of the cleanse and the weight loss program and kind of combine them if somebody doesn't need to do a full cleanse. This is what I talk about, making our sales funnel easy and also making our life easy as coaches. So weight loss also is an easy sell. It's a great niche also at first, for coaches as starters. There are going to be 3 different forums: paleo, detox, and then there's a revitalized forum. And this is just a snapshot. I'm in there every day. My assistant's in there every day. You have community. I don't know many other forums where you actually have community, where you can ask questions, ask health questions. I have actually some coaches in there that I swear know more than most doctors that I've been to, who just are great when it comes to answering questions, great masterminding. And I have some coaches who actually say even just being in the forum is worth more than even like the program itself, because of that support. So for me, my business has grown just by having that kind of support. And I don't see it very often. You get great, marketing picks that you get put into the forum every day. These are just 4 of, the many that I put in. I put in about 4 a day. So you get access to these. You can do whatever you so desire. And then the early bird bonus. If you buy before 6/4, June 4th, you get access to a 60-minute masterclass. We are really going to go over what I call the simple launch. And this is like learn how to launch like on Eventbrite, Wix, Weebly, IN sales page. Learn how to list build while you're promoting. Learn how to do live events for promotion, because I think a lot of people are really scared about that. Learn how to do social media and do it in a way that doesn't feel salesy. Learn how to download, edit, and get your materials in a Dropbox in literally a matter of days, or how to use the PDFs but still make it match your brand and still add your logo in places where it can be added so you don't feel like they're not yours. It's going to be an awesome class. It's going to be, webinar. Most of them they go over. So maybe it's 60, maybe it would be 75. But that is something that I would say, if you feel like this has been an area where you're stuck in and you just don't know how to get your business even off the ground, this is going to be an awesome one, because we're always launching. I did a class, an hour class on just an opt-in freebie in MailChimp, and it was, a great class. So if that's something that you want, I would say hop on. These are where you can buy the Done For You programs right here. And, it would be an awesome, awesome opportunity to have you in any of the different programs or any combination. When you buy Basic and Rockstar, you get $40 off. If you buy Rockstar, Basic and Revitalize, you get $40 off. If you buy Rockstar and Revitalize, you get $100 off. We do payment plans as well. You can email us. So payment plans, email us at info@detox.rachelswellness. And look, I always say to my assistant, like, we're both moms, and we've always, had to support our family. So we really get it. So if you need payment plans, we do payment plans. Also, the affiliate earnings are on Detox Basic, Detox Rockstar, the doTERRA upgrade, as well as the Paleo program. We do a 25% referral fee, and we pay out every other Friday. So I call it Payday Friday. So this is also my last goodie. This is one of my 5 whiteboards that I always keep, and of course I add in little parts to it on what my sales funnel is going to be. But if you buy in the next 48 hours, I'm going to do a live Q&A. This is any Q&A I will be announcing, so whoever buys in that next Q&A. So you have 2 opportunities. You have buy in the next 14 days, and you get access to that masterclass where we're going to cover your launch. So don't worry, like, you'll be able to download your materials, especially if you buy Rockstar Paleo. You get the Launch Pro Kit. And, we'll be able to start going over all that stuff. But if you buy in the next 48 hours, you get a all access live Q&A webinar. Ask me anything about the programs. Ask me anything about my business. 60 minutes. We will rock and roll. I may even do it just on a teleclass, just so I can, hear everyone and lots of questions. Or we might type in questions before. Either way, but we can make it fun. So does anybody have any questions? No? Well, it has been an amazing opportunity to be with you guys. The summer programs are awesome. I'm so excited to offer them. I hope that not only do you look at your own sales funnel, take time to really look at your niche, look at the words that you're using. Nailing down your sales funnel in those 5 steps, it's really about your story. It's about your niche. It's about making sure that you have this opt-in freebie, the list, this gateway program, your online. It's making sure that you're really figuring out those simple steps. There's not this like magic, you have to do this, but you have to get into this action mode. You have to be social media marketing to be able to do each of these pieces. The people who I see who have success, they consistently do this. I consistently have done the same thing from the beginning that I do now. I blog, I'm on social media. I use my opt-in freebies to test my market constantly. That's why I always would buy Rockstar or anything that came with an opt-in freebie, because it's the only way I'm going to test my market. So I constantly, under all my posts on my business Facebook page, test my market with opt-in freebies to see, and then I watch MailChimp to see who's buying that, who liked that. Or who's opting into that. How do I need to change my marketing? What programs should I be offering? How should I name my programs? This is when coaches, don't do well, is they're not thinking about how do I test my market while I'm promoting. That's why you want to have opt-in freebies, because if nobody's biting at your opt-in freebie, not the right words. So take time, especially if you're coming to play this summer, because man, we have so much fun. Think about what are these key words for you. And if you've come before to play, now it's time to take it up a notch. So now it's time to really, boost your business. So I hope that, you get some opt-in freebies so you can start testing your market. And I will even take opt-in freebies and rename them and change them around a little so that we're really understanding the opt-in freebies and kind of like seeing what my people need. It's really about knowing what your people and your tribe need. So that, in a nutshell, my friends, is how to build your business. And you build your business by having the programs your people need and deserve and what you need so that you're not time deficient in your life. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I really look forward to seeing all of you this season. Have an amazing day, night, wherever you are in this world, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Again, this is Rachel Feldman. You can find everything at detox.rachelswellness, and have a rockin' one. Bye.